So if you remember, I did a video about when things don't go as planned, and it was a problem with the axle that the RV guy put in the trailer when we were down at South Carlsbad. Well, after going back and forth on text messages, he finally came up Sunday. I thought he would be here early. I mean, it's a 2-hour drive at least from where his house was to getting up here to my house. But no, he didn't leave down there till about 10 o'clock. Got up here a little bit after noon. So he gets all his stuff out. He had a helper with him, and he starts. First, he tries to lift the trailer where I've got it sitting. That's not working because it's sloping downhill and to the left. So I asked my neighbor, hey, can I pull this thing out and we'll put it out on your driveway, which is a little bit flatter. Well, that didn't exactly work too well either. We ended up getting it in. I mean, getting it jacked up, but boy, what a job. I've got some video here to show some of you on what happened. And he spent 5 hours. He drove all the way up here, spent 5 hours. So he had a 2-hour trip up, 5 hours here, and 2-hour trip back. And this was all on him. I've got to give the guy props. He's honored his what he said he would do, and he did do that. And a lot of times nowadays, we don't get people that do that. You know, oh, I'm sorry, but you're too far away. No, he made the effort, and he came up, and he took care of business. So I'll show you what went on. Well, remember when I did a video on when things go wrong and we were camping? So the RV guy finally got up here. We were going to try, this is where the trailer usually sits. Problem is it slopes downhill too much. He can't get it high enough. So my neighbor was nice enough to let me park it in her driveway. And we're going to, he's got to get it up high enough to where he can let the axle hang to make the changes on what he made a mistake on. So we'll see how this goes. So what's funny is when he changed the axle, he only had 2 bottle jacks.
Stay right there, don't go up. I just want to support the weight.
Right now we got 2 floor jacks and 2 bottle jacks, and still having issues. Getting crazier and crazier. Like I titled the video, when things go wrong. So what the issue is, we didn't realize, is that leaf spring is supposed to be underneath the axle. So now he's got to take off both sides, flip the axle over, and put it all back together. But we've been having issues with leveled ground up here on the mountain. Over where I parked it wasn't level. This is a little leveler, but not by much. The way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
So it was quite an all-out effort to complete this. You gotta get up high enough so you can get the axle dropped, you get the springs off, get the springs mounted back on top of or underneath the axle, and then try to get this thing jacked back up and get all the suspension back into where it's supposed to be. But he managed to do it, and the trailer's parked back where it's supposed to be, and it's ready for the next trip, which possibly could be the day after the September holiday. Maybe going back. I have a spot at South Carlsbad. Don't know whether I'm going to keep it yet or not, because I have a big trip coming up towards the end of September. Let me just say this on this trip. I will be gone 28 days. For me, this is going to be an epic trip on my own. So thank everybody. Hope you keep watching. We'll see you when I see you.